So it is that the fall of mankind didn't take place until Adam sinned. But because of Adam's sin, watch this, now we find in chapter 4 that Eve conceives. The Bible says, and Adam knew his wife, which says that they consecrated their marriage, consummated their relationship. And it says, and she became pregnant and conceived, and she bore a son named Cain. And hear this. And she said, I'm praising God because God sent me a man. And I'm here to help some women in the house who making your baby a man. Trying to put all the pressure of life on your baby, talking about this is my man. Don't get too quiet. She says, this is who I need right now. All I need is Cain. And there's some mothers in the house that have put a little pressure on your baby who can't even be a child because you're trying to make him a man. So Cain comes into the world with responsibility because the responsibility is placed on him by his mother. But watch this. So then she bears Abel. And it says, what's this? Now, Abel was a keeper of the sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. Cain was a tiller of the ground, which meant, watch this, he was responsible for cultivating the ground and allowing some things to grow from the ground that would be able to feed everybody. Well, Abel was just supposed to keep sheep. So hear this. So the time came for the sons to learn something about how God works. And so now, as they come to give offerings, it says that Cain gave fruit of the ground. And Abel gave the firstlings and the fat thereof. So I'm watching this and I'm looking at this and I'm trying to figure out what's the significance of these offerings. Because it says that God accepted Abel's offering, but wouldn't accept Cain's. So I said, well, Abel gave the firstling and gave the fat thereof, but Cain gave fruit of the ground. But then I thought about it. If I was going to prepare a fruit basket for all of you, the fruit that I would give you comes from trees. It grows on vines and it's upward. But Cain gave God fruit of the ground, which says, watch this, could it be possible that Cain didn't work for it, but rather he took some fruit off the ground? Yeah, some fallen fruit. Fruit that didn't cost him anything, but offered it to God. And see how quiet we're getting is because a lot of times we have a major problem with people because they give God the best that they have, when in actuality we're giving God what we think he should have. Fruit of the ground symbolizes something you didn't have to sacrifice for. And understand, offering it, when you offer to God, it is a sacrifice, which means it should cost you something. But when you give God something that costs you little, or not much at all, something that you don't miss at all, God is not pleased with our offering. And so because of the fact God accepts Abel and not Cain, the first thing you see in our family matters is that you have an irritable murder. Cain now is upset because I gave you an offering. You should be glad about what I gave you. But watch this. Watch who Cain deals with, though. His anger is towards God. But his point of frustration is Abel. And so instead of talking to God, watch this, it says that Cain went and talked to Abel. Isn't that how we do? We're really mad at the father. But since you know you really don't have the ability to fight with God, we'll take it out on our brother. And we'll take it out on our sister. You are really upset and jealous over the fact that your brother and sister have been blessed. But instead of taking it up with the blessor, you take it up with those who are blessed. That's why we tear each other down even in the church. Because you think you all of that because you got a new car. You think you all of that because God has blessed you. And you really ain't all of that. If anybody knew who you were, they wouldn't treat you like they treat you. Thank God there's nobody in this church that does that. But ordinarily we tend to tear the blessed down. Because we're really upset with God. So because of my irritation, it says that Cain now takes his brother out in the field and kills him. Now, brothers and sisters, if we look around us, nowadays, people aren't killing people that they really don't know. These aren't random acts of violence anymore. But every day you turn on the news, it is family killing family. Mothers killing children and children killing each other. Family members killing other family members because of irritation. Because you allowed your frustration to build up so much that your anger took hold of you. And brothers and sisters, let me ask the question, how many times have we become so irritated that we try to kill our brothers and sisters, not physically, but even with our mouth? Sometimes we got to be careful that you don't allow your irritation to get the best of you. And really take into consideration, is it really me? Because if everybody's making you mad, if everybody's working your nerve, maybe it's not them. But it just might be you. So he kills his brother and says here this. It says when Cain killed his brother, his countenance had fallen. I've come to say and to suggest to you there's somebody in the house whose countenance has fallen. I'm tempted to say even today, just by the look on your face, I don't know what happened, but something caused your countenance to fall. You used to have a spirit of joy on your face, but somebody made you mad, and now your countenance has fallen. Somebody smiled at you, you go to hug somebody and they look at you like, I wish you would. Your countenance has fallen. And what's this? It says that the Lord came and asked Cain a simple question. Where is Abel, your brother?